Today, we're gonna be cutting SpongeBob's home. If you didn't know, SpongeBob lived under a freaking pineapple. And if you think I'm lying, check this out right here. To me, pineapples are really, really good. And since it's a fruit, that means it's good for you. So with that being said, we're gonna cut this pineapple and then we're gonna freeze it. When it comes to cutting a pineapple, first you wanna lay it on its backside. And then you wanna chop off the head and chop off the bottom. And if you don't have a sharp knife, then you just might well get the saw and try your best to cut it off. Just don't cut yourself. Just like that, you cut the head off. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the bottom side. Cut the bottom side off. And I have a freaking knife sharpener, but who knew? Who would have known? Just don't cut yourself. So anyways, when you have the top and the bottom cut off like this, you can see yellow on both sides, then you're just gonna lay it flat down and start shaving the sides off. And like I said, if you have a sharper knife, that might help out a little bit better. I have a knife sharpener, but I don't like using it. So we're just gonna make it do what it do. But basically you're gonna go all the way around the pineapple until it's completely like gone. You can just see nothing but yellow. And you don't really wanna see those brown spots, but it is what it is. But just constantly keep shaving around the pineapple until you see no more green, no more outer shell. And just a little tip here, you don't want to go too far in because you don't want to be cheating yourself. You want to try to shave it as close as possible to the, if you can see this, to the shell part, so that you can get most of your pineapple, because you don't want to be throwing your pineapple in the garbage. So make sure, don't try this at home. I'm trying to clean it up. But make sure you're getting all your money's worth so that, you know, you can have a lot of pineapples when it comes to your smoothie. Anytime golly. But anyways, anytime a smoothie have pineapple in it, I automatically get excited. I think, I don't want to surprise anyone yet, but I think I'm gonna make pineapple surf. If you've been a smoothie king, then you know that's one of the best smoothies there is. So we're gonna make that. But first we gotta cut our pineapple up. So I want you guys to see this process so that you know what people that make smoothies go through. And like I said, you can always buy the pre-made smoothies. I mean, not pre-made smoothies, the already cut fruit if you want to. So right now I'm just cleaning the pineapple up, trying to make it look pretty and presentable, because you don't want all these eyes, and I think that's what they call it. They call them eyes. So you don't want all those eyes and stuff on there, but you can literally just shave it off. But hey, you're getting rid of pineapple as you shave, so be mindful of that as well. The more you shave, you're gonna end up in the core of the pineapple. So don't go too crazy like I'm doing right now. So you can clean it up so it can look pretty and store-bought. So once you get the pineapple shaved off and the sides looking all clean and cute, like you're gonna sell it to someone, then it's time to cut each of these into 4 sides. So you're gonna cut it right here, right here, right here, right here. So let's start. This is how I cut mine. Some people cut right here in the middle with the core, but I'm just gonna cut around it, because when you cut in the middle with the core, you gotta realize that you basically gonna cut the core off anyway, so why even cut it with your pieces? So I'm gonna think smart. Sometimes you gotta do what everybody's not doing. Just like that. This is a big pineapple, but that's what I like about pineapple. If you juice pineapples, this is some good juice. And if you put them in smoothies, so flavorful. Flavorful, and this pineapple is slick. So that's why it's constantly sliding. Maybe I should take this off. So now, as y'all see, this pineapple is super, super slippery. But now, as y'all see, the core right here is in the middle. So now we can just take the knife and slice it right there. That way we don't even have to worry about the core. Now this is just my way of doing it. So it's not one way of doing anything. Please always remember that. And just because you do it your way doesn't mean it's wrong, and it doesn't mean it's right. It's just your way. So once we got all your 4 pieces, from this point on, you can do anything. But since I'm making a smoothie, I'm gonna dice mine, so that way when the blender get to chopping it up, it'll already be easy to chop. Because one thing about the blender I got, which is a NutriBullet blender, one thing about that blender is it takes some shaking, some liquid to get that frozen to be smooth. So with that being said, I'm gonna slice mine in cubes. But when it comes to pineapple, you can slice it any way. You can slice it cubes, you can slice it in spares, you can do anything. You can leave it like this if you want to, if you're just gonna snack on it. But for my sake, since we're gonna be making smoothies, which y'all gonna come back and watch, we're gonna make the pineapple surf smoothie that Smoothie King have. And I'm gonna pin it right here because it's actually a good smoothie. But you know, when it comes to Smoothie King, my nickname for them is Sugar King. And they just be putting a lot of stuff in their stuff. Because sometimes when you make a smoothie at the house, it don't be as flavorful as when you buy it from the store. So you be like, what do they put in it? And sometimes they just put like a lot of sugar in the fruit that they use. It'd be like fruit plus fruit syrup. So to me, I'm not sure if that's healthy. But we're gonna make the healthy version of the pineapple syrup. So if you wanna see that, be sure to head to my shorts, and I probably post it right there. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but I'm gonna post it. So we're gonna cut our pineapples, and then cut them like that, and cut them down the middle. I think people think that pineapple slicing is hard to do, so a lot of people just buy the ones that's already sliced. But as y'all seeing right here, a 2-year-old can do this. So nothing to be afraid of here. You just want to just take your time. That's with anything. You just want to take your time and do what you need to do. There's no rush. Just like that, we have sliced pineapples. Okay, so just like that, we have sliced pineapples, and right here is the core. You can try to take some pineapple away from around it, but you don't necessarily have to, because sometimes this part be like the bitter part. Smell a little sour. But this right here, this is pretty good. Hey, let's taste this. Y'all want to taste this? Everybody, let's go. Pineapple is actually one of my favorite fruit, but I don't get it because you have to cut it. So, one second. Okay, lunch break is over. But pineapples are pretty much really one of my favorite fruit. But since you have to do all this, which didn't take as long, but since you have to do all this, I usually just get an apple, orange, strawberries, you know, something with less prep work, because you don't have to crack the shell open to get to it. But it's really simple when it comes to cutting a pineapple. Just got to make time out for it, you know. No biggie. But right here, we're just gonna put a few pineapples in each bag, so that way when we make our smoothie, we are already prepared. One thing about it, when it comes to trying to eat healthy, as long as you're prepared and you know you're trying to meal prep a little bit, you're gonna be fine. That's the best way to stay on track. Sometimes when I don't meal prep, I usually eat out. So the secret is to try to meal prep so that you can stay on track. So we're gonna make that a New Year resolution to start meal prep. Okay, let's write that down right now. And you don't have to go crazy when it comes to meal prepping, but even if you just package up your meat, not package up, but just if you cook your meat, or if you package it up, like season it and put it in a plastic bag, that's one less thing you have to do when you get to cooking it. So that's my advice to you guys. And if y'all stick around long enough, we're gonna start cooking some food. We also gonna have our fruit on the side, but I know sometimes people get tired of smoothies and sometimes they don't fill you up. But at the end of the day, you gotta make sure you're getting all your nutrients that you need. So you don't wanna count your fruit out. It was a point in my life where I didn't eat fruit like that. I didn't eat vegetables like that until I realized, I'm like, the only thing I'm eating is burgers and fries, chicken and fries. Where's the green? Where's the yellow? Where's the orange? Like, it's just white and brown. So I've changed my life up a lot, and I've seen the difference when it comes to my body just by changing up the basic things that I needed to change up, which is just eat more fruits and vegetables, and it makes a lot of a difference. But sometimes when you just eat snacks and stuff all day, it's like dead calories. It's not doing nothing for you. But when it comes to fruit and vegetables, you can eat this whole bag and be straight. Versus if you eat a whole bag of chips, whew, that's like 200-300 calories and you're gonna be snacking again. So my advice to you, just try to find a fruit that you like and, you know, go for it. Cause my husband, he didn't like fruit at all. And when he started actually tasting it, it was actually good to him. So with that being said, we just cut some pineapples. Just like that easy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And be sure to head over to my shorts in about a couple more days, and then we'll make the Smoothie King pineapple syrup. I might cut an apple next, but that video really gonna be like 2 minutes. But what I'm gonna do with these fruits that I'm cutting up, I'm gonna freeze them. So when y'all see me with when I make my smoothie video, we're gonna use these same exact fruit. I know that they are sweet. I know that they are actually a pineapple. And it didn't cost much. It cost like $2.99. They usually be on sale for $2, but I don't mind paying the extra $1 because the one that's in the pre-package that's already cut up for you, $5. And if you think I'm lying, check this out right here. There's no reason to lie. $5 for something that we just did for $2.99. I mean, don't get no better than that. But be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching as always.